Hey y'all, welcome to Night Combos. It's Lovey. Y'all, we have got to talk about a few things. Gypsy has been out here bar hopping, partying, and just doing the most. And if she or they, meaning she and Ken, have lost custody or anything to that effect, they sure don't seem to be too worried or bothered by it. So do y'all think that she or they have lost custody? Let us know in the comments what y'all think after we look at everything that has been going on in the past few days. Because that's what we're fixing to go over in this video. But first, y'all, thank you so very much to all of our subscribers. Thank you so much to all of our new subscribers. We're so grateful for every single one of you. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining our family and channel here. We truly appreciate you. Y'all, we are about 40 subscribers away from reaching 4,000. And y'all, a lot of y'all know that we were trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the summertime. So hopefully we'll be able to reach our goal. That's what Hubby and I's goal was. We didn't compete this time. We decided on the same goal, 5,000 by the summertime, by June or July. So hopefully we'll reach that. Either way, we appreciate every single one of you, and we're so thankful and grateful for y'all. We truly are. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. And don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, because we can't wait to conversate with y'all like always about everything. And we would greatly appreciate it so very much. Okay, so let's jump into what's been going on and how Gypsy has been claiming, or not has been, but claimed one time that she was sick, which we mentioned a little bit about in our previous video, but a lot more has gone on since our previous video, since our last video. But she claimed that she was sick one time and she thought it was bronchitis and said that she was taking some medicine for it. So I'm assuming she's taking some over-the-counter medication since she thinks it's bronchitis, and did a mommy spa day without the baby while Christy watched the baby, because she claimed Christy said that she would watch the baby so Gypsy could have a day to herself. And instead of being the oh-so-good mother Gypsy claims to be and going to the doctor and making sure that she didn't have anything bad wrong with her, like the flu that Bree had, her BFF Bree, who was just at the house a couple weeks ago, had, or COVID, or any other type of things that she could be sick with, that she could bring home to the baby that could seriously affect such a young infant, she decided to have a spa day. So real quick, just as a quick reminder, I'm sure all of y'all remember this piece of paper right here where someone called CPS, or Child Protective Services, DCFS, Department of Child and Family Services, on Gypsy on April the 14th, 2025. And it says at that very top line that's highlighted, says, "Thank you for your report on April 14th, 2025 for a child with the initials of A.V., Aurora Blanchard." Which makes me think it would be someone that would know for a fact that Aurora's last name is Blanchard. But besides that, that's a whole different story and situation that we could have conversations about. Because I know a lot of women will do that if they're not married or something like that, just in case. You know, they just give them their maiden name for the time being until they do get married, or whatever the case may be. But regardless, the findings of this report was that CPS, or DCFS, was going to open up an investigation on Gypsy or already had an investigation open on Gypsy and possibly Ken as well for baby Aurora. And they found reason to open this case or already have a case open. Now they could decide to close it after they investigate Gypsy and Ken and the family, because they would have to investigate the family as well and the home that Gypsy resides in, which is in Cutoff with Daddy Rod and Christy. So there's that, but just to give y'all a little bit of background and a reminder. So now let's look at what Gypsy's been up to since this. Okay, so y'all take a look at this clip, and this started on Wednesday, April 30th. Okay? Just keep that in mind. And also don't forget the DCFS CPS report that we just looked at as well. This all started a few days ago. Today's Friday. This started Wednesday. So this has gone on for 3 days so far. What we're going to be talking about. This has gone on for 3 days so far. And it started out with Gypsy saying she just needed a day because she was sick. So let's look at that now.
Hey everybody. So I know I sound a little funny right now. I am sick. It's probably bronchitis, but I am on medication for it. So anyway, today Christy gave me a mommy day off. So she is watching Aurora for me, and so I can have a day to myself to recover. I don't want to get her sick at all, so I just kind of want to have the day to kind of like recuperate and get better.
Except, and I'm going to try not to pause all through this, y'all, but except, y'all, she is at Ken's house. Y'all notice that? Look at the bathroom that she's in. This is not the same bathroom that she's normally in when she does her lives and things like that on TikTok when she's at Daddy Rod and Christy's house. That bathroom is white. This is Ken's house that they, again, are renting for $2,200 a month. But anyway, she's at Ken's house, yet she just said that Christy came to her, and she said it as if we're supposed to believe, like, Christy got up this morning and was like, good morning, you know, since you're not feeling too good, here, give me the baby, I'll take the baby for the day, you know, you take care of yourself, get to feeling better, yada yada. Except for she's at Ken's house. Yes, Christy could have drove the hour from Cutoff all the way up to Metairie, where Ken's house is, and took the baby back another hour drive back to Cutoff to keep her for the day. But I don't think so, y'all. And when hubby and I were going over this and doing this video, neither one of us thought that, to be honest. But y'all let us know what y'all think. But she's at Ken's house, and she's talking about being sick, and Bree was just sick at her house, at Christy's house, around the baby. And Bree even admitted that she was all in the baby's face. We'll get to that in just a second.
So anyway, I went to Walgreens, and I am going to give myself a mommy makeover and just have a day of relaxation. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. Alright, so I have a lip mask, vegan collagen lip mask, moisturize and plump, okay, Seaside Glow, skin hydrating peel mask with algae, a foot mask, pumice stone, that's always really important, a exfoliating foot mask, and another face mask. So I am just going to have a nice, relaxing bath and do all of these treatments. I haven't done anything with myself for a while. I haven't done my tanner. I have just been sick as fuck.
Oh, here we go, y'all. She's gonna try to get some promotion deals out of this mess. Y'all know that's what she's fishing for right now. Literally, that's what she's fishing for. Not to mention, she also says that she sounds funny right now. Right now, Gypsy, you sound funny right now because you're sick. You don't always sound funny. Just saying. But okay, continue on, Gypsy.
I also have like this rash on my eye. I don't know. I started using a new hair care product in an hair oil. And I don't know if I had like an allergic reaction to it or something, but it's like a rash right there, and it's peeling and it hurts. So I've been putting hydrocortisone cream on it. So I haven't been wanting to wear makeup to even like try to make videos. So yeah, I come along with my day of just having a mommy makeover and a day to myself. No, seriously, bro, what is this rash?
So you have this rash, and again, you're not going to the doctor to see what's up or what's going on with it, and you're fixing to put masks, which, yes, are very good for your skin and all that. Certain ones, anyway, are good for your skin and all that. But you're fixing to put all this stuff on your face, not even knowing what this rash is or what it's from or what it could be, and if these face masks could make it worse. Smart move, Gypsy. I swear, you're like the brightest crayon in the box. The brightest one, let me tell you. You're not short a fry of a Happy Meal. No, I'm just kidding, Gypsy. I'm just kidding. You actually are not the brightest crayon in the box, and you might just be one fry short of a Happy Meal. I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all.
Literally the best bath I have had.
Well, we didn't need to know that. I mean, you could have told us that without standing there in a towel. We don't want to see all that. We do not. I'm just being honest. Do y'all want to see that? Because I didn't want to see this. But I had to see it. Hubby had to see it. So y'all got to see it. We all have to see it as a family together. Because if we have to see it, y'all got to see it. But, Gypsy, we don't want to see you wrapped up in your towel, okay? So please stop doing this mess.
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is the Seaside Glow peel mask with algae and sea clay. I look like something threw up on me. Gross. It's been 15 minutes and I can take this off. I guess I'll start up top here. Oh my god.
You don't know what you're doing. That's what's going on.
Okay, it feels kind of sticky, but overall, it looks good. Okay, so now I think I'm going to do a duo. So I am going to do these two at the same time. I'm going to do the foot peel, and I'm going to do the hydration mask as well. Okay, so it says I have to leave this on for 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes and I can take this off finally.
Well, I'm sure all this will cure bronchitis.
So I'm still waiting for the foot booties to be done. I've got another 30 minutes on those. So while my feet are finishing up, they still have about 10 minutes to go. I'm going to start working on my tan. So I use...
Here it comes, y'all. Here it comes. She's going to start trying to get her little promotion deal out of the self-tanner that she uses.
Loving Tan and Shade Platinum, and this is the 2-Hour Express Mousse because I hate marinating in self-tanner. So this is a great product for someone that wants a deep dark tan but does not want to sit for 6+ hours. Body is done. Now I have to do my face. So what I usually do is I take my mitt and I take a little squirt and then I will use a brush to apply it. And I'm going to do it where the face should contour. So I'm going to avoid the lip area because I really just don't want to look like I have a hairy lip. But I want the rest of my face to look very bronzed and match my tan.
Again, you're doing all this with a rash on your face? Okay, Gypsy. Okay. This makes no sense. All the chemicals in this stuff could make it worse. Not to mention you don't even know what it is. It could be something contagious that you could give to the baby. You say you're this wonderful, great mom I don't know, you act like you're the best mom in the world, but here you are being so irresponsible. Being a great mom is partly, yes, taking care of yourself as well and making sure you don't have things that you're going to pass on to your child, especially your very young infant child.
So you can get underneath the chin right there. Make sure that everything is blended out by the neck, the ears, especially if you're using a shade that's really dark in comparison to your natural skin tone.
Do y'all think that could irritate her face or her eye rash even more, especially using a brush like that? Like, don't y'all think that could irritate it even more? What are y'all's thoughts on that?
As y'all can see, like, I am extremely fair-skinned, and I don't tan easy, so, I don't tan naturally easy, so, by doing it this way, it distributes the product very evenly, and it gives you that natural sun-kissed glow. And do a little on the nose, because these are going to be the points in which the sun would naturally touch your face. And again, avoiding the lip area.
The fakeness with this girl is so real. Your fakeness is faking, Gypsy, as your minions like to say. Like your body is bodying, which we all know it's not. And I'm not trying to body shame, I'm just being honest with what she's shown us. But yeah, y'all get it. Y'all get what I'm saying.
Perfect. Okay, so I am done. I rinsed off my self-tanner, and I'm going to let this develop over the next 12 hours and see how it looks. Hey, everyone.
Are you supposed to rinse it off that quick after putting it on? I don't know. I don't use self-tanner. I go out in the sun and get tanned very easily. So does hubby. Sometimes we also will lay in the tanning bed. I know that's not good for you. Well, we don't lay in a tanning bed, but we do the stand-up tanning beds. But regardless, I know it's not good for you, but that's what we do, okay? We all do things that aren't good for us sometimes. But yeah, are you supposed to rinse it off that quick? Because I've never heard of even people that get spray tans and do self-tanners washing it off that quick. So again, all this started Wednesday. She done all of that you just seen. Then I guess she was feeling so much better from doing facial masks and foot masks that her bronchitis or whatever she has that she's sick with and her eye rash is oh so cured that she felt like putting drugstore makeup on would also be a good idea. Y'all check this out. I guess it's her trying to get yet another promotion.
Okay, so I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and I came across a video of a woman that was doing a makeup tutorial on all drugstore makeup. Her name is Shelby Ann. I will tag her in my video. So I went to Walgreens and I got all the stuff that she used in her video for her tutorial. So I got the Thirst Burst e.l.f. drops. I got the e.l.f. contour. I got the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. The True Match Foundation, Physicians Formula Bronzer, e.l.f. Concealer, and I got both of the blushes that she used. So she used L'Oreal Infallible in the shade Confident Pink, and Milani in the shade Nude Kiss. And so I did exactly what she did. I applied the makeup exactly how she did it, and she was right. It is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot believe that all of this was just from Drugstore makeup, and I think that it looks really natural. It looks really pretty, classy and subtle. It's just very classy pretty. So yeah, thank you, Shelby Ann. I will tag you in this video. Great tutorial, and I'm happy I tried it.
So after all of that on Wednesday, y'all, Thursday, yesterday, because today's Friday, yesterday, she decided to go out partying with her BFF Bree and another girl. So they all three went out to this place right here called the 504, which is one of the biggest entertainment places in New Orleans, and they pride themselves on that. It is a golf style place. The golf part is only one small part of what they have, but you can kind of see in this picture that it's 3 stories tall. So they have like 3 decks with little areas, like there's little sectioned off areas. Each one of these little areas is sectioned off areas on all 3 levels, and you can rent, one space out where you can hit golf balls out here onto the little golf course type thing. But that's not all they have. If you scroll on down a little, it says for fun, food, and friends. It says for, like you holler in golf, for fun, food, and friends are calling. Reserve your bay now for high-tech golfing action, awesome atmosphere, and memories that stick like a hole-in-one. Scroll on down a little more. It says right here, we're bringing our A game to the 504. We're talking 78 fun-packed golf entertainment bays. That's what I was trying to show y'all in that picture, where the little bays that you can rent out to hit golf balls, which that is not what Gypsy was doing. A Las Vegas-style light show, live local entertainment, and the biggest way to watch sports, all under one roof. And get this, y'all. It says, add tasty eats, a bar on every floor. We have 3. Some electric NOLA energy, and you've got the freshest way to have fun in the 504. Right next to it, right here, sip some fun. NOLA-inspired curated cocktails. Wash it all down with a sparkling, I don't know how to say that, y'all. I think you pronounce it Sazerac, but anyway, y'all, and I have a cocktail every once in a blue moon when hubby and I go out to eat, or a glass of wine sometimes every once in a blue moon. But sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But it says wash it all down with a sparkling Sazerac or a big easy brew at our 504 bar under the big 2-story Gumbotron. Swing, sip, and savor the spirit of the 504. So their main attraction, their main thing to get you there is live entertainment, and there are 3 bars on their 3-story building, or in their 3-story building. And then it talks about their food that they have. It says Big Eats and the Big Easy, and it talks about their gumbo and stuff that they have. I don't believe, y'all, that Gypsy was going here to feel better from her, quote, bronchitis, or anything like that, or for a virtual coach to teach her how to swing better to get better at her golfing game. I don't think she was going here for the Las Vegas lights. I really don't. But they also have 60-foot multi-story TVs in the building as well. Y'all can see that in the middle right here. They have TVs all over the place where you can watch all of your sports and stuff all in one spot. I don't think they were there for that either. So real quick, to give y'all an idea, here's just a very quick clip of kind of what this place looks like and how big it is. So y'all can see that it has a big golfing style area, but it also has this big building there as well, which is where their bars and their live entertainment and all of that is. So we're about to jump right back to that, but I wanted y'all to hear what Bree had to say about Gypsy being sick and herself being sick and what all's going on with that real quick.
Y'all, the last time we spoke was Monday night after I got home from Gypsy's house, and we was talking about the live, we was talking about that episode, and we was talking about how we debunked Boo besting. Anyway, I got off the
Which they didn't in any way, but continue, Bree.
live. Remember, I wasn't feeling too well. Well, come to find out, I had the flu, and I'm just starting to get over it. I felt like shit the last couple days, haven't even got out of bed. I finally called Gypsy yesterday because I was like playing peekaboo with the baby and everything. She's so freaking cute. But they are good. They have no symptoms. Thank God. I was so nervous about that. But, yeah.
If she was so nervous about that, why didn't you call up and say, hey, friend, fake friend, whatever. You know, I'm not feeling too good. I don't know if I'm sick or not, or if I have anything contagious. So I can't make it. Sorry, but you're going to have to do this live by yourself. But Bree chose not to do that. She chose to go around an infant anyway. But look who we're talking about. Look at the people we're talking about.
That's why I've been MIA. But let's talk about a few things. First of all, can I please get y'all to follow me? Because the reason I'm on this account and not my main account is because that one is on lockdown. Because once again, I am under account ban warning. Because, well, you know what the haters do. This will be my 4th account if it gets banned, which is pretty sad. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but I truly believe getting the flu this week was a blessing in fucking disguise. The hate that I get online is probably only a fraction of what Gypsy deals with, but damn, again, people are fucking terrible. Luckily, I was sick and in bed, so I missed most of it. But I woke up last night to some of the most god-awful things, and it's like, these are grown adults doing this. It's wild. A few days.
Okay, sorry for the language. I'm not going to continue to play this all the way through. She's just sitting there going on and on about the language and talking about how grown adult women are going after another woman and bullying and all of that, when that's literally all Bree and Gypsy and their minions do, is sit up all night and day on Bree's panels on TikTok and bully people, literally. But she wants us to skip to the end to see how her and Gypsy really are friends. So let's look at that.
You weird people who seem to be so confused about the status of mine and Gypsy's friendship. I'm gonna just drop this clip in here for y'all, okay? Maybe this will help clear y'all confusion. Bye.
Y'all, she thinks this is a flex. What y'all are about to see, Bree thinks this is a flex. Bree, this is not a flex.
If y'all want to follow one of my besties, her channel is on TikTok. It's Bree, one of my besties, one of my besties, one of my besties.
What's funny, it's funny that she put the laughing noises behind that, because when Gypsy was trying to tell everybody to follow her friend Bree and was trying to tell everybody her TikTok handle, she was saying it's Bree with what is your handle again? She had to ask Bree what her TikTok channel name was, okay? So that's how much of a friend Gypsy is to you, Bree. So for clarification, there you go. So after Gypsy's self-care day on Wednesday, and not going to the doctor to make sure that she wasn't contagious with anything that she could pass on to baby Aurora, which is what we're getting to as to what may be really going on with baby Aurora. After doing the self-care day, she then went out with Bree and her friend, as I was saying, to the 504. Gypsy took this picture last night on Thursday, the next day after her self-care day. She took this picture on the outside, I guess, as they got there. As her, Bree, and her other friend got there, Gypsy took this picture. And then I have this muted because of copyright issues, but it's playing the song Blue Stripes by Jesse Murph. But anyway, they're dancing to that. You can tell Bree, for whatever reason, she seems to be trying to stand behind Gypsy for whatever reason. Y'all, I don't know who this other person is on the right in the pink shirt, but if y'all know, please let me know down in the comments. Let us know. We would love to know. But it's funny that Gypsy was dressed up better in that white shirt that she had on when she was talking about her drugstore makeup, and then wore this out to this nice place that you go to eat and have drinks. And y'all, at this point, I really truly believe that Gypsy is drinking. That's just our opinion. Y'all can share y'all's opinions with us. If y'all disagree or if y'all agree, let us know in the comment section down below. But we were thinking, no, she's probably not drinking because, she is on parole and, she doesn't want to get caught doing things like that. But she knows that, I'm sure Bree has let her know, if she didn't already know. I'm sure Bree let her know alcohol gets out of your system a lot quicker than rugs and things like that. So it's okay, have a drink. So at this point, hubby and I were talking about it, and we think, yeah, she absolutely was at the 504, dancing, having a good time, having drinks at the bar, at one of their 3 bars that they have on their 3-story building, or in their 3-story building. But don't y'all think that, that would have been a better outfit? I know she's trying to show her chest off, but don't y'all think that this would have been a better outfit to go out in rather than that gray shirt that she thinks looks so cute on her that's falling off of one shoulder? That's just my opinion. But, just trying to be helpful, Gypsy, just trying to be helpful. But y'all let me know y'all's thoughts. So that was Thursday night, when her, Bree, and her other friend went out to the 504, dancing at the bar and, in our opinions, having drinks. And then this, y'all, is today, Friday, today. So we've done went from Wednesday, where she said Christy was keeping the baby for her, all the way to Friday now. Oh, and y'all look at this. I forgot to show y'all this. So Haiti Joyless, which is a capital H, the number 8, TEA, a capital J, OYLESS, Haiti Joyless. On TikTok, she posted this earlier, and we seen it. So this was earlier today. Again, it's Gypsy saying that Christy's keeping the baby for her. Remember, she said that Wednesday, because she thought she had bronchitis and needed a spa day, that Christy came and offered to keep the baby for her. Now she's saying she's at the gym, so Christy's keeping the baby for her. And we're all the way to today at this point. And y'all listen to what she actually says, y'all. It's kind of mind-blowing.
The elliptical, and I'm going to start doing a little bit more exercising, because a lot of people watch my exercise video and they're like, girl, you're going to hurt yourself if you keep doing it that way. So people are like, go to the gym instead. So that's what I'm doing. Oh. We won't be having another baby for a while. She's doing good. Christy is watching her right now.
So y'all heard that. She's doing good, talking about baby Aurora. She looked away and looked to the side and done all these eye movements saying that they weren't going to have another baby for a while, which I hope not. But that's just my opinion, and that's coming from someone who has struggled with, having children and stuff. I would normally never, ever wish someone to not have children or something. But again, we're talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who's a narcissist and has no feelings and puts herself above all others, including her daughter, in our opinions. But she just said that Aurora was doing good after saying they weren't going to have another baby for a while. Aurora was doing good and Christy was watching her right now.
She's doing good. Christy is watching her right now. And I really feel bad for him, I know he's going through a really hard time right now. And I really wish him good vibes. That's really all I can say on it. Favorite song?
She's talking about Ryan, because Ryan did a whole live the other day. It was almost an hour long, where he was literally throwing out anything and everything he could find of Gypsy's or his and Gypsy's. A whole photo album, picture frames, pictures, all kinds of stuff. He was just chunking it out the door. Literally, you could hear the glass break in one of the picture frames. He was throwing it all out the door. So that's who she's talking about.
All right now. I don't even know if I have one right now. I still listen to the same songs from my prison playlist back in 2017. But I like listening to Halsey.
Okay, y'all check out this clip right here before we talk about the last thing from today. And this is from Haiti Joyless's TikTok as well. When Gypsy was at the gym also. It's still when Gypsy was at the gym. But y'all check this out. And then we'll look at the last thing we were going to talk about from today.
On my Discord and in my messages about Ryan going live last night, I did not see it.
Y'all notice how she said, in my Discord and in my messages last night, Ryan went live. I didn't notice it. And she's fixing to say I was too busy doing my mommy makeover or whatever. This was posted and filmed 23 hours ago. So this was 24 hours ago. And she's talking about her mommy makeover happening the day before that. Did y'all hear that? Hear that correctly. This right here was posted yesterday, and she's saying she was too busy doing her mommy makeover the day before to notice that Ryan went live. But never miss how narcissistic she is. She literally goes live, does a video, everything, every time Ryan does. It's always a tit for tat, and she will never, ever leave him alone. But she's getting worried that she's losing him and he's not on her back burner anymore. And also, she's going to let y'all know that she doesn't think that she is normal like the rest of us. Y'all check it out.
I didn't watch it. I was busy doing my mommy spotting. And I really feel bad for him, I know he's going through a really hard time right now. And I really wish him good vibes. That's really all I can say on it. I wish he can come to a place of peace and acceptance. I wish nothing but good things for him. It was hard to watch those clips. Because, I understand.
She says it was hard to watch those clips. Why? Because you're scared that you're losing Ryan and he's slipping through your fingers and he's not going to be sitting and waiting on that back burner for you anymore, Gypsy? Is that the truth of it? Because that's what I think. What do y'all think? Because she never answers why. She just says, I didn't like seeing those clips, but she never answers why. I'll back it up a few seconds.
Because, I understand that he feels hurt by me saying what I said in the show, but I felt like he was a member in acceptance. I wish nothing but good things for him. It was hard to watch those clips.
She doesn't answer why it was hard to watch those clips. She'll say it was hard to watch those clips, because, and then she never answers.
Because, I understand that he feels hurt by me saying what I said in the show, but I felt like he was a member of the public. At the time, what I meant by that is, I felt like I was always having to explain myself to the public. And got to a point where I felt like I had to explain things to him. So that's what I meant by I view him as the public, because I feel like I have to explain myself to him and defend myself just as much as the average other person on TikTok.
Gypsy, just to let you know, you're another average person on TikTok. You're not a celebrity, girly pop. You're not. Get that out of your head. You're just another average Joe on TikTok. Or on any other social media platform for that matter.
And I'm hurt that he's hurting.
No, you're not.
Maybe once the show's over, it won't be always in his face. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. His feelings of pain are valid. And I think that we all need to give him grace, because I know what it's like to hold pain in your heart for a very long time. So I think we should all just leave him alone, give him space, give him time, myself included. So
yeah, especially you, Gypsy. You are the main one that needs to leave Ryan alone and give him time and let him move on. The rest of us are cheering him on and hoping that he will move on from you. Goodness.
I just hope nothing but good vibes for him. And that's all I'm going to speak on this situation. Yes, I'm still with Ken. No, we have not broken up, like a rumor comes out every...
Y'all, it's funny how she says she knows what it feels like to hold pain in her heart. But we all know what you're talking about, Gypsy. You're talking about, you're going to try to say it's about something to do with your mom or something. But we all know you're talking about those 5 years that Ken broke up with you while you were in prison. That's what you're really talking about. It hurt you oh so bad that he broke up with you for 5 years, had whole other relationships, and wasn't thinking about you. He didn't have a second thought about you sitting in that prison cell. And you can't stand that. And we all know it. So this was the last thing, y'all. This is from today, this afternoon, this evening, when Gypsy and Ken were getting ready to go to, guess what? Jazz Fest. where she claims she got pregnant with baby Aurora last year during Jazz Fest. Hopefully that don't happen again this year. Just saying. That's just my opinion. Y'all can let me know what y'all's are in the comment section down below. Hubby and I love reading y'all's comments and y'all's thoughts and opinions on everything. But this is them getting ready at some Airbnb that they have rented, or that Gypsy has rented, more than likely, for Jazz Fest, for them to be there, because they go for a few days at a time or several days at a time. Why they couldn't stay at Ken's house, I don't know. But this isn't Ken's house. A lot of people thought that it was, and they thought that she was being dumb for posting this picture and showing the address number right here above Ken's head on the door. But this is not Ken's house. So it's fine. It's like an Airbnb or something like that they posted a picture in. But who took their picture is what I'm wondering. Also, do y'all see this right here sitting beside her that is circled in this purple circle with the blue arrow pointing at it? It's a vape. I hope she's not vaping around baby Aurora, because that absolutely is not good for any child to be around. It's not good for anybody to be around. But hey, if you vape, if you smoke, whatever, that's your business. It's not ours. You're a grown adult. You can do whatever the flip you want. It's none of our business. The thing is she doing it around baby Aurora? Because we all know she doesn't go outside. Gypsy doesn't go outside. She doesn't do anything other than stay on social media, unless Ken literally basically makes her do something to go outside and get off of social media, like when he made her go to the pumpkin patch. Other than that, she's staying inside. And if you're vaping or something, you're going to be smoking inside. Or vaping inside, which would mean that you would be doing it around the baby. Hopefully not. But what are y'all's thoughts on that? Also, I don't know if we can say this on YouTube or not. I kind of have to be careful. But, green smoke, y'all know what I'm talking about. The green stuff, smoke, yeah. Starts with an M, ends with a Awana, yeah. That, it's actually legal in Louisiana for medicinal uses. So I wonder what kind of vape that is there that Gypsy has. I wouldn't think she would be dumb enough, or I wouldn't want to think she would be dumb enough to do something like that and risk her parole. But then again, we're talking about Gypsy. Also, I want to show y'all a comment from this post that she made. So up here at the top, Renee, the same Renee from TikTok, who loves Gypsy just oh so much and tries to suck up to her oh so much that it's ridiculous, said, "I like the wig. Was it so you could go unnoticed?" And then you see Gypsy's response right down here, where she says, "LOL, yes, I still got recognized though," with a laughing face. Really, Gypsy? And then someone else said, "If that's the case, Ken should have had one also." But do y'all really believe that? Because it's literally a wig of blonde hair, which I find quite funny, since Dreamer was wanting to make that racist remark about wearing blonde hair, and Flawless Nina trying to act like she's white by wearing a blonde wig. Well, at least her wigs actually look good, and she knows how to wear them. That's all I'm going to say about that. Y'all can put that together the way y'all want to, but that's just my opinion, and this is our channel, so I'm sharing my opinion, okay? But Gypsy literally looks like she almost don't have a forehead or something. Also, I'm going to show y'all, the very last thing I'm going to show y'all is the difference in her with filters and without filters. Talking about Gypsy. But this is a post that Ken made from New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, from them being at the actual festival. And Gypsy has this blonde wig on. How would that be a disguise when you literally just had longer blonde hair not that long ago before you cut it off and made it real short and went back to your natural color brown because you say the blonde was too much to keep up with, which makes no sense because, y'all, I literally color my hair blonde and it's not that much to keep up with. You go to the salon, they do all the work, thankfully, and, and you pay them and tip them and leave. I mean, it be so for real. But anyway, how would this be any type of disguise? Not to mention, people would notice Ken walking around. But do y'all see any of these people paying any attention to Gypsy or Ken or who they are? They don't care. Y'all literally look at all these people in the background. None of them are looking at Ken and Gypsy or what they're doing, or these two people taking a picture. None of these people care. None of them, not even these people that are standing very close to them, are even looking at what they're doing or care to look at what they're doing. So real quick, look at Gypsy's face here. You can easily notice that you can't even see the moles on her chin, which she has 6 moles on her face, by the way, which is odd because that number pops up with her a lot. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion as well. But you can see she has filters all on her face. Even Ken has a filter on his face and smoother on, like a smoother effect on their faces, which is fine. Nothing wrong with using a little smoother filter on your face. But y'all, Gypsy uses like stacks on stacks on stacks of filters, okay? But y'all look at her face here, and then look at her face here from that picture I just showed y'all that Ken posted on his Instagram just literally a few hours ago of them at the Jazz Festival. Y'all can see she's still got it filtered a little bit, but not quite as much. Y'all see her smile is different. Y'all can't really see her teeth much in this picture. She's smiling the same as in the previous picture, but you can't really see her teeth as much. Y'all can see her laugh lines more. And I'm not trying to body shame, not trying to shame anyone or shame anyone's looks, nothing like that at all. Just simply trying to show y'all the difference in how she literally uses so many filters. Also, looking in their sunglasses, it looked like they stopped like this one person to get them to take a picture of them, because we were wondering, maybe Christy and Rod and them are with them, with the baby at the Jazz Festival. As far as we know and as far as we have heard, they are not at the Jazz Festival with them. We could be wrong. That's not 100% fact. But last year, Christy and Rod were at the Jazz Festival with Ken and Gypsy. This year, it seems like they're not. Now, hubby thought that in Ken's sunglasses, looking right in this area where my cursor is, right there, where my arrow is, and then looking in Gypsy's sunglasses right here, hubby thought that that could be possibly Bree, because it looks like someone with like very thick curly hair. So, I don't know. Y'all let us know what y'all think. But regardless, y'all see what she looks like without all the filters versus what she looks like with some of the filters and her makeup and her self-tanner and all that on. But y'all, remembering that paper, the CPS report that I showed y'all from the very beginning of this video to the Wednesday during the day and the Wednesday night and evening, saying that she had a whole mommy day where Christy came to her and offered to keep the baby so that she could recuperate and feel better, having allegedly bronchitis. Like, doesn't really seem like you had bronchitis, because you didn't sound like it. You sounded like your normal baby talking self, like just being real, y'all. From all of that, and then from till last night, going out with Bree and another friend, basically clubbing, dancing, having drinks, having a good old time, to now today, this evening, being out with Ken at the jazz festival, all the way since Wednesday, still without having the baby. And then I showed y'all the clip on Haiti Joyless's page on TikTok of her being at the gym talking about Christy keeping the baby yet again, and that was from earlier today. Remember that. So Christy still has the baby from Wednesday morning all the way to this evening so far, and could continue to possibly keep the baby. I don't know. But so far, Christy seems to have had the baby for the past 3 days, y'all. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Gypsy was allegedly sick. Then she went out partying without the baby. Now she's out at Jazz Fest with Ken. And they stay out there for a few days at a time, at least. So they're probably going to spend the weekend out there. And she's only supposed to be staying with Ken or staying in Metairie, which is right near New Orleans, for 2 days out of the week, which plays into the whole parole updates that we're posting and stuff that we've been posting up and getting up and everything that we had trouble with part 1. But it plays into all of that and what her parole officer said about that as well. So that's coming up. So make sure your notifications are turned on and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that also. But all of that, what do y'all think about all of that? Do y'all think that with that CPS report and knowing that Chrissy's had the baby, it looks like since Wednesday, and neither Gypsy nor Ken have had the baby since? Do y'all think something's going on there? Do y'all think something's a little fishy with that? Like her so-called friend Amelia said, something's fishy because Gypsy was stealing Amelia Bird's story and making it her own and then putting it on her TV show. Does something seem fishy about all this? Something definitely seems off to hubby and I about this whole situation. But y'all leave us y'all's thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. We can't wait to see what y'all have to say about it so that we can conversate with y'all. Again, if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, all of the things, and we would greatly, truly appreciate it so very much. And please don't forget, we love and appreciate every single one of y'all, and we're so grateful for y'all. And we'll see y'all in the next one, and we hope y'all have a good night, and God bless. Bye.